Carl and Damon here from Brrraains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for sure. And it's they made what into a TV series, Shenmue the Animation, episode 12, the penultimate episode, Guidepost. Folks, would you like to know how done I am with this show? My notes, which if you remember, were 3-4 pages long when we first started. Then by the latter half, had dropped to a page and a half. My notes for this were a page long. I'm just done. So I'm finding it really hard, not even to focus on the show well, but to just want to talk about it in the same depth that we previously did. I think
Mhm.
that's a really unfortunate thing. And it means that I think come the end, I'm just not going to reflect on the show very positively overall. Outside of, hey, wasn't it fun to see the Shenmue stuff done animated? You know?
Yeah,
Anyway, Joy learns from Wong about Rio's situation, suggests that says to Wong, look, we don't get involved. But Wong's kind of like, no, like it's time to change. Like we need to help people. I like that scene. If this had been in a tighter show, a tighter story, that would have been a good kind of thing. And what's
mm,
annoying is, right, these are still two underdeveloped characters. Don't act like we spent a ton of time with Wong seeing him become a better person or change as a person. That's the thing. So this feels unearned.
yep.
Meanwhile, at the Yellowhead building in Kulan, Ren suggests to Rio that they lose Dio and search for Yandazu. The two then manage to give Dio a chase through the building, but do lose him after crossing a single wooden plank, and Ren then kicks it to the side. Dio can't follow. There you go. Back to Joy, who reminisces of her time with Rio. Like the show, I felt like the writers were taking a piss at me here.
Yeah.
But Wong's pursuers catch up with her, and then she finally decides to help Wong in his endeavor. Basically, decides to help Wong help Rio. I know, I was as shocked as you were. As Joy and Wong talk about Wong's plan to rescue Rio and Ren from the Yellowhead building, returning to Rio and Ren, they're confronted by a chainsaw wielding Ewan. I mean, I remember that from the game. That was so dumb. It's as dumb here as it's dumb then, you know?
Yeah.
After giving chase, they get him off their tail by kicking over some junk that traps Yuan and some junk and rubble. Just outside, Joy and Wong arrive at the building, and Joy demands an audience with Du, claiming the daughter of Chun from the White Tie is in her grasp. Du frees Yuan from the rubble, and Yuan is alerted of the arrival of Joy and Wong. In a separate room in the building, Joy has Wong search for Rio and Ren by using the air vents. A panic-stricken Yuan worries that the sudden arrival of Joy is bad timing, and Du puts out the order to have her locked up. Probably just do that to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, get a hold of her, lock her up, interrogate her, right?
Indeed, yeah.
Red notices things have got a bit quiet though, and he suggests, look, we continue our search for Yondo, and Rio agrees. Using a stolen walkie-talkie, Red manages to intercept the radio message by Yuan to capture the White Tie's daughter and orders Liu Zhang to do it. So basically, an opportunity has arisen here.
Mm.
The rest are assigned to deal with Rio and Ren before the special guest actually arrives. Having heard that message, Ren reveals to Rio that the person in question is Joy. At the same time, Joy is met by Liu, accompanied by some goons who demand that Joy follow them. She refuses to do so and disclose where Wong was. This leads her to being knocked out by the fighter Rio was supposed to fight against. Yep. Inside of the vents, Wong circumnavigates through them and finds himself inside the room that Wanda Zoo is in. Just then, Wong is about to enter the room. So Wong creates a distraction from the vents by scaring the rats inside to leap under Wong, who's scared of rats, basically.
Yeah.
Finally, Rio and Ren manage to find Joy locked up in the basement, but are confronted by the fighter Rio was supposed to fight in the underground arena. Utilizing the teachings of Wood, because remember all of that stuff, there was actually a fucking point to it. Rio defeats his opponent and gives his name to him before he falls unconscious. Soon, Joy wakes up and Ren hears from the walkie-talkie that Wong has Yonder, and after they deal with the man that chased after Wong earlier that day, they're confronted by Du by the elevator. Boss fight.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, Rio's group is confronted by a deranged, knife-wielding Yuan who attacks the group, but thanks to the combined efforts of Ren and Rio, they defeat him and handcuff him to the elevator banister. Once they interrogate Yuan, getting information about the trade-off, the group head for the rooftop, and there Rio sees Landy riding on a helicopter. Which is really exciting, right, folks? Because it means he's going to confront Landy and get his, I don't know what you want to call it, revenge, or they're going to have their face off, or it's going to be that final boss. Nope. Shenmue 3 has to come first because, honestly, this is a weird episode in the fact that it's all over the place. It is, but like similar to how the game plays out at this point as well. Well, really, I guess almost similar to the end of Shenmue 1 as well. It's just
Yeah.
one fight to the fight to the fight to the fight to the fight, really.
Yeah, towards the end of the game, there's a hell of a lot of information to be squeezed into, even in the TV series, into these last 2 episodes, and you still got.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
How fast paced and poorly paced is the whole kidnapping thing? The trade off of the door, all of that, like all of that is sort of just, oh, this is a thing that's happening now, and they're like, why not sort of build that up earlier? You know. I am glad we're here though, Damon. I'm glad we are at the penultimate episode. You know, it's I'm surprised I've not enjoyed this in the way that I'd hoped. But it is what it is, right? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
we are here at the end, so we are going to get the final episode. We can then kind of give you an overview of the show. But as of right now, Guidepost just felt like another episode of this show. And I enjoyed elements. Of course, I enjoy the fighting and enjoy that stuff. But like, I don't know. Yeah, that's about it, really.
Indeed.
Episode 12, Guidepost. You got any thoughts that you want to share? You know what to do? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.